WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. You know who it is, man. We got my girl Roz back up in here tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dre, for having me with you again on the quarantine.
Don't thank me. This your show too. So, it's another night that we here, everybody, and you know how it go. Let's get into a few things real quick. I just want to say, what the hell is going on in Texas? But I ain't gonna go there. I don't want to touch on that because that's gonna touch my Republican spirit. And I'm a Green New Deal is what's tearing the doggone place up. And you, anyway, Ted Cruz, lying Ted. I guess Donald Trump was right. I guess that's one damn thing he was right about. Ted Cruz is a lie. What
And
kind of
flying.
man
Lying and flying, right?
will blame that situation on his kids? Think about that for a second.
My
He knew what he
children
was doing.
said, Dad, can we leave? You know, now as a parent, I mean,
You can send them then. Send them and your wife. You stay and take care of the people that you were elected to take care
so
of.
right now I'm just gonna be quiet on that.
City elections. They coming. You know I speak on every week. They coming. Hey man, some of y'all, I think I seen somewhere somebody about to have a forum like this weekend or something. How are we having forums already? But that's y'all. I'm gonna leave it alone. Governors still fight with the GOP over the $5 billion that needs to be spent. They playing political games, and guess what? The schools are paying for it, and so are the citizens of the state of Michigan. But this is what they do. You know, we got a guy up there that said the whole thing was a hoax, and he still. Oh, did you hear that one of his staffers has left him and went to work for Dana Nessel?
Oh.
Like, that's a whole political jump. Like,
yeah.
you're not even working with a Republican anymore. You just, I'm
Jumping
going
parties.
over here. But, I
Yeah.
mean, hey, man, that's what you deserve. What can you do when you work for somebody that came out and said something like that was a hoax? And then said he wanted to fight the woman. That's what had me. Like, dude said he wanted to fight.
We're not gonna get violent.
I'm
We
like,
reject
huh?
Violence.
Can you
especially
say
towards a
that?
woman.
That's why I'm like, can you really
Stop.
come out and say that?
Stop.
But he's still there. They were censoring and want to get rid of everybody. Republicans, Trump Republicans, GOPQ, I don't know what to call it. But they are right now censoring everybody that decides to go against Donald Trump. So, I mean, people that was freedom of speech, no longer about that. But it is what it is. If your street is not plowed in District 2 or Detroit, period, please call the right people.
And who is that they should be contacting?
DPW, Department of Public Works. I don't have the number on me right off here. There's too many numbers in my head, but I'll get that to y'all before the night is over with. But you shouldn't be out there like that. I'm tired of seeing people stuck. There's a lot of people that deserve to be stuck because I see what y'all doing out there. You still think it's summertime, but it is what it is. If your street is not plowed, I'll get that number to you later on. Child Support Council meets on Wednesday. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope I don't get kicked off. Pray for me, y'all.
No.
Pray for me,
doing
y'all.
Great work.
I'm
work.
going in.
Forming the residents.
I'm going to let
getting
everybody read my
engaged.
opening statement before I read it. Before I go in, I'm going to let the good people that I work with, like Roz and a few others, read it because I don't want to come off as a jerk.
No.
But this is a very important topic that we are going to be diving in. The MDP convention, Michigan Democratic Party convention, is this weekend, and I can't say that I'm not disappointed in some of the happenings that have been going on. Considering I just got my email today to get credentialized for something that some people ain't even received an email to. I think we need to really be looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
Judas versus the Black Messiah. Please, go watch it. That is it's intense.
Yes.
And if you don't know the story of William O'Neill and Fred Hampton, the former chairman of the Illinois Black Panther Party, you need to really go look at it.
Now, I just want to ask you just one point of the question. How far into the movie did you get into where you start getting very angry?
I know the whole story. So I mean, I'm not one of those people that didn't go into it already pissed, but it was nice to see it on screen. But hey,
I think about a hot 15 minutes.
I ain't gonna speak ill of the dead.
Okay,
but
all right, here we go. Yeah, kind of assumed, but this is where we're going with it.
I'm going to say that I'm not gonna say it. But he ain't here no more. Again, Roslyn is back here, everybody. And I can still say Kwame Kilpatrick on my show. 313-355-6018 if you want to call in. We about to get to sharing this around because I don't know how many people are watching this, but we gonna get into it. Yes, Roslyn,
hello.
The floor is yours, baby.
Thank you, Dre. I appreciate you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening on the quarantine. This is Roslyn Report. I am Roslyn M. Ogburn coming to you. Oh, actually, did a great introduction and made a transition discussing about the MDP spring convening. So technically, the convening has been all week long if you are in Pacific caucuses, right? So, I do want to note that is a ball drop if individuals just now getting information about being credentialized. I do believe you should be having in your email from someone named Haley Alderman. That's the young lady who is sending out the registrations. And this is why I do believe almost a month ago we were discussing why it was imperative to be a member of the Michigan Democratic Party to be able to be a voting delegate at the convention, unless you were a precinct delegate also for this convening year. We want to also make this conversation relevant because this was all new, ladies and gentlemen, to convene the caucuses via Zoom, right? And I actually want everyone to call in with your input and your maybe your experience on how your Pacific Caucus was either professional, either was timely, or it was just a great experience. Because I can only speak for the caucus that I was on, which was last night, the Environmental Caucus. We convened last night and selected our executive committee.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Because, yes, I am reseated for the 13th Congressional Environmental Representation. So thank you very much, sir. And for anyone who want to get more engaged and more involved with the environmental issues and join more environmental groups, give me a call or just email or tap into me. Also, we have a Facebook page for the Environmental Caucus too. But I wanted to give an uplift that our opportunity to convene and meet last night was very, very joyous. I want to lift it up. Because I think sometimes when you're in the room with the people, you don't know who these people are, right?
Yeah.
You're in there, it's a bustle, it's a hustle, it's hurry up, either what city you from, what county you're from, what district you from, and you just get to moving on. But we were able to actually reseat our individuals and new people. Our chair is Andrew Nowicki. Our vice chair is my brain is glitching on Mr. Wesley right now. I can't remember Mr. Wesley's last name.
I can't either.
But Sharon Dorley is our re-elected treasurer. And then we all have from 1 through 14 congressional seats and our UP and our lower UP. So y'all know off rip, I can't, do the whole rundown for that. So I'm not going to go into that. But I want to just say that I believe it's Wesley Watson. DC member came to me real quick. Wesley Watson, my vice president. Hello, Mr. Wesley. Just want to make sure I tapped into you, my brother. But I want to just lift up, though, the actual process. When you come together with individuals like mine, right? Self-interest. And our focus is making sure that we conserve our natural environment. We uplift those dirty polluters and these corporate entities that is focusing more on money rather than making sure our communities are safe and healthy, right? and making sure we have transition and information and implementations toward renewable energy. So we got to spend less money, ladies and gentlemen, and we're educated, and these policies actually impact the people that need it. And so this is why a lot of us come together to make sure the most impacted or most displaced are literally at the forefront. So I just wanted to uplift that space, and I'm gonna transfer it over to O because I believe he had an experience through the week, and I want him to put his input on it. But I want everyone to remember tomorrow, our actual spring convening starts. I believe the first convening starts at 10 a.m. I do not remember what the last convening is.
Right.
So it is a series through the day, and a lot of people did not get engaged. But I think specifically now we should be observing what this process looks like. Lord's will, we come into the next one, COVID will be over, and we'll be interacting with each other. But these elements and these spaces are the individuals that are actually running for other seats and have power to be accountable. So I think it is really important to be able to either be in a space or see the process. So I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, and I hope I see you tomorrow at the spring convening. Back over to you, Ho.
Ladies and gentlemen, she laid it all out there so beautifully and so eloquently, the way that I probably couldn't, because I probably did a lot of cussing. You know how I do. I don't care. But let me ask, what experience you talking about? I hadn't had so many experiences this week.
Well, by any chance, did you attend any of the caucus meetings through the week?
So I tried to attend the Black Caucus meeting, and about 5-10 minutes into me trying to attend, I guess it was over with. So I can't really say I attended anything. So, anyway, moving on. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I have the great pleasure of being on the very first State of Michigan Child Support Community Advisory Council, representing Detroit, and I'm pretty sure communities around Wayne County, if not all of Wayne County, and probably a few other counties. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Corey Wilcox, who gifted me a book. He actually wrote it, called Baby Mama Drama, my account of a bad experience and suggestions on how you can survive it too. And let me read this to you real quick. Corey Wilcox reveals a fragile time in his young life that will forever be attached to him. He tells his account of having a child with a young lady whom he had broken up with, and the inner and outer struggle to be a father to his son. This system is in shambles and often leaves other men, young and old, feeling helpless in their pursuit to be a good dad. This book isn't here to fix the system, but it does accomplish shedding light on the issue and giving hope to those who need it in this intimate telling that's part memoir, part how-to. Corey Wilcox is the author of Baby Mama Drama. For years, the topic has been on his heart, and he shared his story with dozens of young men in personal conversation. Now he's ready to take the conversation public. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give it out to Mr. Corey Wilcox out there.
Corey Wilcox.
The reason he gave me this book is because of his experience with, guess what, the child support system. And I can tell you that reading through this policy, man, it is a trip. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching The Quarantine on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and one day I will figure out how the hell to say this without reading it. Anyway, back to child support. I have been going over this thing, man, and I had to really just take a stop earlier and just take a breather, because when you read some of this stuff, it's like, you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Like, just this part right here is what really made me dive in. This is just on page, I forget what page it is, but it's like page 2 of chapter 6 of section 6.03, dealing with income withholding, which is over 100-something pages. Woo! Terminates employment if the non-custodial payment employee becomes reemployed by the same source of income, basically your job, or receives payment from the source of income, the source of income must withhold income according to the income withholding in effect when the non-custodial employee left until otherwise ordered. Basically, if you and your employer are cool and they decide, okay, we're going to get rid of you for a little bit and we're going to hire you back. When you come back, that same child support order they thought they got rid of because they fired you for a month or so, that same order, when you come back, it's still in effect. So ain't no escaping it. That social security number, whew, that's a powerful one.
That's the tracker, right?
Think about this. They telling you soon as they hit your account, or soon as they hit your employee, they got 2 days to send them a payment. Ain't no fighting once they get you. Sometimes, think about it. This thing said manually selects. The computer system literally can start manually selecting people. Hey, we need to check you out and see if you need to be on child support. Come to find out, ladies, you can opt out and still collect benefits. If they let you. If they let you. So don't think y'all was getting some tip from me, because I wouldn't give you nothing but it ain't happening.
Yeah. And I think when me and you was even having this conversation that me and my ex has been separated, and his finances has totally been different, than mine. Did y'all see that? Different than mine. And so, when we say these gig workers, right, that are not being tracked in this system, and then when you do go to say, okay, I'm at the last child, I go to reach for unemployment, which now the unemployment and the child support system is in the same system now, under the Michigan, what is it, MIU unemployment, that whole little box system is in it the same. Yep. So, yes, so everything is tied in, and they're reaching for my information. I said, I got a zero balance. Is that accurate? Should I reach for more? Should I be dropping more? What should I be doing? I mean, and the reality is, out of 5 children, this is the last one. So, I'm not gonna lie. If there's got a little change that can be contributed towards the cause, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be very willing to receive it, right? And I think that's what it's about, the support for the child, really. And especially when you have children that are in high activities. And they do a lot of things. We were just came back from this game. Now, we just paid $10 to get in. And I ain't even going to throw that out there. That we just threw $10 away, though, right? But anyway, go ahead. No, and we going to, and so what else were we talking about?
We going to, come on, tell us, you paid $10, even though you love your child.
Is his grandma watching?
Yeah. Hi, Grandma. Hey, we got to tell the truth on this show, man. Shame the devil. But anyway, I'm going to leave it alone.
They ain't do well. But we need help on that coach, y'all. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Think about this when you say gig workers. When this damn COVID virus came, and I'm about to get into it.
There we go. Talk about it.
Unemployment told people in the state of Michigan, actually everywhere, that if you were a gig worker, you can file and receive unemployment. You know how many people that worked under the table filed for unemployment? Now,
2021.
These same people who you bastards had the audacity to tell the file, you now want these people to pay you something back and they still not working?
Oh, no.
You expect some of these people that are waiting for a certain place to open, because this is probably the only place that's going to hire them. The only place they can work for is certain things. Guess what?
Yeah,
everybody isn't the same.
Bartenders and
everybody isn't the same. So if somebody's a bartender or somebody's a painter or a roofer or landscaper or security guard.
There we go.
Or things of that nature. And you now are going through hell and hot water to get some benefits out of nowhere. You fighting the system to get what you supposed to be getting. Yeah. Shame on you, Michigan.
It is a shame.
Shame on you, America. Shame on you people that had the audacity to say those people don't deserve it. Because guess what? When your ass need a painter, they deserve it. When your ass want a drink, they deserve it. When you want to not get your head knocked off for talking crazy in the club and you want that bouncer to get somebody off of you, they deserve it.
And that's exactly the gig worker that we really don't really understand or define these individuals till, like we said, these situations come up. So it's very imperative we identify them in our workspace.
But the fact of the matter is, they are getting fucked up right now. And it's a damn shame.
It is. And like we saying, and so even in the reopening in certain spaces, it's still limited. So they're only allowing so many people to return back to work. So like you're saying, we still have a population of individuals that is restricted, and work is limited. We already knew work was limited anyway in the city, right? So the conversation was, well, let's go outside our city, but we still in, but COVID and now we snowed in right now, so transportation is what the hell.
And again,
where we going?
It's like people, where has humanity went?
That's it.
Where has the love for people gone? Like, everything now is so political. I can't even say now. I mean, I'm just a little boy, so I don't know how it was years ago. But politics right now, when I'm a part of it, I hate this. This is a bull. Look, like I told somebody the other day, come to find out, Abraham Lincoln didn't go to high school, didn't really go to college. His dad treated him like crap, and this man became president. But this little black boy didn't go to high school. I mean, didn't go to college. He graduated. He did some things on the street, changed his life, want to get involved, but his own people piss on him, spit on him. But here it is again. This man was a president. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching The Quarantine. On WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Yeah, I don't know where he just went into the door with the Abraham Lincoln.
Because I'm saying, humanity.
Yes. No, like you said, I see. I was just going to say the pivot of lifting him specifically. But you're correct.
No, I want to
But no, you're absolutely correct. When we identify these two different individuals and the two specifically race of people, right? And I think we know that we've been so displaced, downtrodden, abused, still not being given what we were swore we supposed to have been given years ago. So I think in itself that we have to start, like, where you're right on it, loving ourselves by loving each other and loving our own people. That's really what it comes back to. And that's why I always try to bring to the table that I'm not a politician. I come to the table as a whole mother, even though I'm in political spaces and moving with political power and talk policies. And we know we have to be in high spaces to get things done. I think you just posted just the other day, which is my favorite statement, that when you come into the room and come at the table, you bring your own folding chair, right? And so it is a political satire, but just because you show up to want to make change don't mean that you're a politician, because we realize politicians come with fast talk, promises, and then all at the end,
You know who some of these people remind me of?
Yeah, let's drop some names.
Alderman Fred Davis off of fucking Good Times. Like some of these people got such a good slide speech.
As soon as you said, I'm looking at the ball guy.
Alderman Fred Davis off a Good Time.
Yes, yes. And I wanted JJ to come do his mural and stuff.
The city elections.
Oh, here we go. We got the phone ringing.
Hey.
Sorry, wrong timing.
No, that's good. We got the phone. I wanted to hear some music earlier. That was let it ring. Anyway,
y'all call in.
355-6018. You can call here and talk to us. Whoever was calling her, come talk to us.
That's what I was just about to say. That was a perfect cue. We need you to ring on in. Tap in. One, if you got any questions or comments concerning your caucus experience this week, and making that transition into where Dre was going into.
Oh, child support. Also, if you got a problem with that, call in. Let's talk. 313-355-6018.
Yeah.
Now, back
Give him
to
some meat.
the statement of city elections. I didn't bring that list this week because it's the same damn list I had from last week.
Okay.
So, it's pretty much pointless. But, I mean, it's the same people. But I still don't get how there's a bunch of people that have pulled petitions for several positions. Like, is that cool? I mean, no, I'm seriously asking you because I've been in this, but I ain't no politician, so I don't know the political parameters.
I think, and so this is where we are in the assumption mode because remember we stated that just because you pull the petitions,
you be pulling for somebody else.
Exactly.
But
now,
certain people ain't pulling for no. Come on now. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Unless we know they are actually at the door or getting petitions for both these seats at the same time, and maybe their strategy is which one I get filled first, that's the one I'm filing for. But I do believe they do not have the capacity or the legal ability to be able to drop both.
Woo.
And if they do, then like we said, we'll bring them right on in and have that conversation with them on that strategy. And like we were saying, how do that individual not look like our current seated person that might be the mayor or whoever we may be trying to exclude out. Because what we don't want, like we were just saying, politicians, we actually want individuals with the best self-interest and the alignment, and actually one that's going to do the work for the residents and not just focus on downtown, because I really think that's the conversation everywhere, right? The city is 139 square miles, right? But we cannot just consistently think about the riverfront and downtown. The city is built up of neighborhoods. That's in communities. That's what make a city. And so we really need to be conscious and consistently focused on leadership that is balanced.
Right. And people just love the whole downtown thing. Politicians, some of y'all rhetoric is straight political if you don't know it. But anyway, future leaders, let's not always focus everything on downtown. People in the neighborhood deserve to have fun too.
Absolutely.
Like I just said on Facebook yesterday, there's a lot of parks and stuff here that you can pull a little stage together, whatever you want to do. And local entertainers can make some bread, man. And you got to realize we've been off a whole year. Concerts will probably never be the same again for the next few years. So we have to think about how we gonna get outside of arenas.
Absolutely.
But again, future leaders, this is on you to start thinking about. Me myself, I'm thinking about it because I plan on leading this some capacity.
Absolutely.
If you look at the UK, they're doing things outdoors. Where people here is like, again, if you plan on running this place, let's have some forethought and some outside the box thinking about how we can make this place work for us, how Detroit should be for us. When was the last time we had a gospel fest?
Come on. That's what we need to bring back, the gospel fest.
Y'all know I'm
Come on, we bringing that back. No, we doing that.
Y'all know
Gospel
I'm
fest.
crazy
Oh,
enough.
he didn't drop the gospel
But
fest, y'all. We
when
doing
was
it.
the last
My
time
pastor
we
would
had
love that.
something
You
like
hear that, pastor?
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
After this virus,
Oh, we gonna be
I
ready
need
to party.
hear some good music. Don't get me wrong, all gospel music ain't for me. I hate that old. Oh, I hate that shit. But anyway,
So I gotta make you move. Gotta make you move. No, but like you saying, we was even just talking about that back to tent revivals, right?
Yeah.
So, we got someone calling in.
Hello, caller. Caller, say hi.
Ending 6223. Are you there?
Okay, well I'm sure you'll call back. Hello? Yeah, call back. Anyway, stuff like that. I want to bring back the Taste Fest in some form of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
We got
back to Detroit. Back to Detroit.
Y'all love going to Chicago.
They're returning back
and making Chicago rich. Let's keep some of that money here for a few weekends. Hello? Caller? Y'all don't want to talk to us tonight, do you?
Hello, thank you for calling the quarantine. Are you there?
Okay, you're being bashful
tonight.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, I mean, as Detroit moves forward, we have to figure out how to make this place an attractive place.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that Archer killed us having an amusement park downtown. All I keep talking about is amusement park. Then people say, well, you can't do an amusement park here because people gonna fight, people gonna shoot.
No, that's not
well,
true.
Motherfuckers go down to Cedar Point, and I don't remember hearing anything about Cedar Point.
Drive down, a couple hours, spend their money, drive back on home.
So you want to talk about making this place work for us? Let's make it an entertainment destination.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
This is Motown. We don't even have a Jamaican bar here anymore, do we?
I don't know.
Trenchtown gone.
I don't go to bars really, so but I'm not sure about that.
Anyway,
COVID.
What? I'm not. I mean, duh. But before, stuff like that, I don't really think anybody's thinking
about how we need to transcend. And I think that's the real conversation along with when we think about the environmental, right? To think about renewable implementations when we're outside, having other ways to be able to power up things and to stay warm. And then even when we say having, and I literally see it, these beautiful spaces to say we can have concerts. Oh yes, sorry, my phone got concerts, but using solar to power up what we need. But like we're saying, being outside and it having a natural aesthetic. And I think this is another thing, like you're saying, the mind of transitioning.
That damn Green New Deal.
It's transitioning, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? We need to be more consistent. Because I was going to kick over to your conversation. We in a winter or a polar vortex, right? What did Texas? You hit on that. They are having or experiencing such a climate impact and change. It is horrible. They end up just finding a 200-year-old turtle that was 400 pounds freezing in the water.
Hey, man.
And they like, we ain't even no turtles that live that long. So we think about a lot of the things that's going on around us, but I believe that the more, like you're saying, we focus on literally going more outside, paying more attention to the nature, because we got to remember the nature and us are one. Mm-hmm. So, but that is, to me, in Detroit and around our communities, yes, our riverfront is beautiful. Yes, it's nice and lovely. But we also, like you're saying, have our parks. And these are, I'm not going to say cheap activities, but ladies and gentlemen, a mother of five, these cheap activities, right? Get the baseball and the ball and the footballs and jump ropes. Let's come to the park. And so we would just love to make sure that these spaces are maintained for our, our residents. And then also bring economic stabilities. Let the food trucks come through. Mm-hmm. Don't have them permits not accessible for them to be able to reach to be able to have a business, though.
But see, and I wish I could bring a festival to 6 Mile. You know,
lock up all 6 Mile up on the end and have like a little festival in the streets and stuff.
6 Mile.
They do that in Ann Arbor too.
For the simple fact, it's so many black-owned businesses coming to that strip.
We're gonna plan that.
I don't want to keep us focused.
Rachel, Allen, you hear this?
I don't want to keep us focused on Livernois. I'm sorry. I represent all of District 2. So, again, Livernois is just a small piece of what we could be.
That's true.
We need to realize that, again, we can make these neighborhoods destinations. You don't have to keep going downtown. It's enough buildings that's just sitting there, sad-faced, that you can do something with. Ernie Smith just bought up, I feel like, a whole block over there on 6 Mile. Oh, that's for McNichols for the new people that don't know.
And it's looking real good. The 6 Mile is just flourishing.
You know, and it's like, come
that
on,
Louis,
man.
is it Diamond Louis?
The
Louis, I get a corned beef from
Louis Deli?
Louis Deli.
I don't know who Diamond Louis is.
I
but,
knew. I
out.
flipped the deed with the. I knew I saw Louis. It was so good though.
But you know, I just see something big coming over there, and I want to be a part of it. For the simple fact, again, we don't have to always go downtown.
No.
We can doggone set up shop where people can come out there with their food trucks. Those businesses that have food, they can come set up a little cart outside. I mean, it's so many things that we can do in the neighborhood. And for the people that just want to tear up stuff, this ain't for you, because you tear up something I'm a part of, God bless you. I'm not having it.
And see, and that's why we have to, like he just said, see, we don't want people that are not going to appreciate these things that we're bringing into the community. See, we could be able to police our own community and just tell you, don't come over here. And to say, don't want none, won't be none.
And that's my thing, you know, we tell people to don't come from the outside, bring their drama and tearing up stuff, but then we turn around and do it. Anyway, Department of Public Works Street Maintenance. I told you I was going to give y'all a number for the people that may not have had their streets plowed. I'm going to give you a couple of numbers. 313-224-0033. And also 313-224-3901. If your street has not been plowed, call them and bug them. Don't tell them Dre sent you, but tell them Dre sent you. It's a lot of Dre's out there. Just don't say my last name. Anyway, back to the conversation ahead. How many people do you know of that's running in your district for that city council seat?
Well, I'm in the business of not name dropping people.
No,
really
don't drop names.
That I'm not supporting. But I feel like I'm hearing it's almost about 5 or 6 people running for council in D7.
And that shit, I think that list gonna grow.
Yeah, I believe so too. John Bennett is my candidate for District 7 City Council. We believe there will be some upcoming opportunities for people to start getting on Zoom calls and having their conversations. He's also emailed out introductions with the block clubs. He's already doing door knocking. He also has a campaign office off Warren between Southfield and Greenfield. So, yeah, John is a staple in the community. We already have made the communication and the basically, you know, the wave that we are not satisfied with our current representation.
Right.
And we know that that person must sit down. And when you tell other people in other cities that your current councilman is seated still after being indicted, they like, what happened? Is that legal? Right? So, and to me, it seems like he may try to run again without this matter being resolved. So that's completely unacceptable.
Oh no!
Yes, completely unacceptable. Completely. And so at this point, we just feel we want someone that is consistent. We want someone that has the ability to come to the table and do the work. We want someone with years of experience, at least, to say they can manage certain type of information and documentations once they get ready to come in, because we really don't know what we gonna get in, what this paperwork gonna look from the proposal in, from the new budgets, from the backlash of the care money that somebody might have stole or didn't spend or put in their pocket, whatever. As council, this unified team also must have the ability to be able to work with these other people, right? And we think it's 7 districts, but it's 9 people. And that's what I looked at also. The ability to come to the table, be able to come with peace, understanding, and still the ability to get it done. And that's why John Bennett, my
Because some of y'all talking about coming to the table and pissing on people. I'm going to get my way, if not... Like, come on, man.
Childish behavior is not acceptable. I think Monica,
can you really
Monica Conyers showed us now, emotions can take you somewhere,
don't get me wrong. That was back in my days where I was, I didn't mind Monica.
But when she threw Shrek, we like, did she just call him Shrek?
Yeah, that what threw me was the little girl that came up there and got into her, and I'm like, if a baby come up there, I need to take a look at myself. Did I really enjoy this, or should I?
This is what we're saying. There's when we have to be professional, regardless of really how we feel, and sometimes experience allows you to burn some of that extra off.
Because I tend to snap every now and then, but I know how to ring it in. What do you say to the people that feel like, again, they gonna go in and they gonna take money and give it out this way, and some of the stuff they saying, it sounds like it could be legal issues behind it, and what do you say to the people that are just gonna come in and cuss everybody out? Give them some peaceful advice. Bring them in. I mean, don't get me wrong. If stuff is just ain't happening, if it's not popping the right way, hey, I get it. But again, to just show up and your first intention is, if it's something I don't like, I'm going off. First off, I hate when people say they represent the people without talking to the people. You can't talk to the same people and say you speaking for the people. That's called a clique, nigga. That ain't no people. I mean, they ain't people, but
that's your people.
Them your people. You see what I'm saying?
And your people usually agree with you.
See what I'm saying? So again, that's clique stuff. When you say you talking to people like me with the child support stuff, see me Wednesday at 6:30. I probably have to do it on Facebook Live because right now they're not allowing public, and I'm not going to have that. So I'm going to sneak in Facebook Live, and I'm doing this for the people.
Ain't gonna sneak it in though.
I'm going to sit it right here on my desk, and when we go into the meeting, you'll be able to. I don't know how long my phone is going to last, but you're going to hear a little bit of what's going to go on because I want to be as upfront and honest with the people. Back to what I was saying.
Exactly.
If
honest,
you are talking to the same people, you smooching up with the same people, you handing out flyers to the same people, it tend to be those same people are the only people that you're really fighting for. Have you met anybody new and got their perspective? Would they agree with what you want to do? Mm-hmm. Everybody in the hood don't agree with everything. So when you say you're speaking for the hood and you ain't checking in, I tend to want to call some people and let them know what you're doing and let them come see you.
Yeah.
Because, again, what people are you speaking for? Your clique? Or the people?
Or the community. And see, and so the question towards advice. My first, I don't know if it would be advice, if one would take it, but recommendation would be based on what you actually stated. You must talk to the people to know what the people want. And for those that know me, I'm an organizer.
Right.
I'm going to keep it real and simple. Even in COVID, someone asked me, how is the best way to engage an individual or to find out information. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna say go door knock.
Right.
It is what it is. Because unless you're talking to the person, and then what I find out, even in COVID, if I knock and still run back, I still got glasses. I can still see in the house, right? For me, seeing you, the dynamics, even from the kids running to the house. And I ain't saying I'm being nosy in the house. We talking about the dynamics around it. Either if you're on your way to work, whatever, you see who this person is, right? And like you say, as you ask the person, your resident, your voter, however you want to look at them, you got to engage them. You got to ask them, what do you want out of mayor? What do you expect? And the normal person don't even understand the city budget. Does not have the mindset to know how intricately specific quotas, when we say deadlines and all these planning formats that our budget has, and how it shifts if like incidents like COVID occur, right? Incidents like new leadership occurs, right? And so the budget and the framework of our city and how it may be ran currently was not the same dynamics and framework that was ran when Archer was seated. And that's what we need to understand. Even when you have older people that was sit there and talk to you about everybody boy, Coleman Young, right? They'll talk about, yeah, we had this and we had that. And actually, when we think about certain services, we be like, we had that? We need to get that back. So it's good to talk about it, but we realize some of those things are not still in place. And like you're saying, one, you want to find out from the residents what they want. But on the other hand, you need to be educated on actually how the city is currently being led, the policies they're currently being structured out of, and then literally what pots are really available to say we got an overflow that we can actually pay out, or we are in a deficit where we need to go get a loan, et cetera, et cetera.
Is that Department of Neighborhoods budget?
That's a good question. I've actually not looked at that in a minute. That is a good question. I've not looked at 2021's.
And this ain't
budget.
No disrespect to nobody, but
not from the city level.
When you bring in something like that to be backup city council members for the mayor, that just seems like a big conflict of interest to me. And let's be honest, the whole point of them being there was supposed to be for what? Blight. But blight done changed into community development, streetscape development, Zoom meeting development, and any kind of development you can think about.
Yeah, and
but you have elected officials.
Come on.
That may not know about some of these developments.
That's what I was about to say. I believe when you said the Zoom developments, what I actually
I went there.
Yeah, you went there, but that is good. I do need. I think we as city residents need to start paying attention and taking accountability of the Zoom calls and how we don't get time to actually make comments after things are proposed, right? Because they actually make comments in the beginning. How you gonna comment on something they haven't spoken on?
Well, I ain't gonna go there because some of them comments would be a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, okay, see, that's what I'm not gonna do.
No, that's what I'm gonna do. You don't have to do it. I'm gonna do it.
Wait a minute.
Can't nobody speak for me.
No,
I know for a fact a lot of them comments be just people wanting to vent, and I get it. But I ain't about to. I'm not waking up early in the morning mad as hell every day.
But did you hear me though? Is the opportunity to comment before?
It'd be some of the same people
every
day.
Is it before or after?
Sometimes before and after.
Okay, so that's what I was saying.
And stay out my inbox.
I have noticed some of the meetings, especially I'm not going to, specifically say that one of they was having a hot mess on, but council shut that baby down.
Oh, that meeting.
Yeah, no one was able to comment, and it was actually some, really important information pertaining to our city business. And I think at this point, by us not being in spaces and these all things be digital, this is something like you saying we got to pay attention to what's going on. And especially now doing our budgets.
Hey, man, look.
Pay attention to the budgets, ladies and gentlemen.
All y'all at home. People in the city of Detroit, you at home. I shouldn't hear from the same people all the time on these public comments. All y'all claim you want to know what's going on. It's on Zoom.
And what's the other channel?
21, 22, 68.
Mm-hmm. And you go online to the city of Detroit and you're going to pull up the archives, ladies and gentlemen, and watch the videos.
If you want to know what's going on, man, hit me up. Something, please. This is no excuse at this point. Again, y'all at home. You at home doing nothing.
Update yourself.
Watching your
what's
kids.
Going on.
You better be watching your kids. They probably running you over if you're not. But come on. I got about 5 minutes with y'all. I'm going to keep going off if I can. Give me a hug. Pray for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait until Wednesday night. You know, I'm excited about being a part of, I ain't going to say history because it ain't, but the fact that people are actually going to possibly, because again, I don't trust anybody until I get in. So if this isn't going to be a rubber stamp board that I'm going to be telling y'all, or ain't nobody about to try to change nothing because everybody just in agreement with everything, we can do some good things with the Child Support Community Council of the state of Michigan.
All right.
Either way it go, you gonna know if it's some bull or if it's some real. If it's some bull, I'm only gonna probably be there for a little bit because I don't want to be a part of deceiving people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You got me in a position to help change. Well, guess what? I'm going to be there for change. I'm not going to be sitting there. Yeah, that works. That sure work. When I know that's a damn lie.
Come
on. Got a few minutes. What you got for us?
Yes, thank you. What we talked about earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
So I am part of the Stop the Foreclosure, the Unconstitutional Over Tax Assessment Coalitions. I would just call it the coalition, ladies and gentlemen, because of all that extra stuff at the beginning, right? Probably said something wrong anyway. But we are consistently getting engaged with the residents. What we just say, how do we find out what's going on with the residents and what do they need by actually having them at the forefront and at the table? Mm-hmm. So we're hosting district meetings concerning property taxes and overassessments. I do believe they had a D1 meeting already, and for March they're hosting a D2 meeting over in like we say O area, McAllister's district. And so for anyone that like to join us, connect with O, inbox with me, and we'll make sure that you'll get engaged, get some information. Either you're a block club leader, association leader, or just a resident that want to know about your property assessments or property taxes or what's going on in order. Even if you at one point were over assessed with your properties. And last but not least, I just want to give a shout out also to the Environmental Caucus. Woo woo. Once again, we had an amazing meeting last night. I am your 13th Congressional Environmental Caucus representative for all the environmental orgs. Let's show up and show out. This year, I'm going to shake us all down. We're going to show up and show out like never before, because what I realize is that our state has so many intricately details that are connected, and we don't want to make anything to allow us not to connect, to make sure that Michigan can be have the best environmental impact ever. And then see everybody in the morning, the MDP caucus convening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in tonight to the Quarantine on WJZZ Cool TV. Streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. You can like, share, and comment this video and any other videos on this page. Again, if your street has not been plowed, 313-224-0033. Also 313-224-3901. It's been real, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I got one more thing. Huh? Oh, I got one more thing. For anybody that has a warming center, reach out to me or reach out to O, because Wayne County wants to give out blankets for anybody that got warming centers that for this homeless. So shoot out for that. All right? Woo woo. We got to make sure the homeless stay warm. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Quarantine.
Ladies and gentlemen,
WJZZ.
Thank you again. Live life, love. Hey man, if you gotta knuckle up, do that. But put them guns down, man. That's bullshit. We got work to do. We need everybody to be around, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you next week. Oh, Millennial Roundtable, February 25th, 6 o'clock. Mental Health Roundtable topic: race, racism, and mental health. So, get with me. Otis E at DetroitMI.gov. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to be out. About to hit the snow again. So, whatever, man.